everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from and when you're seeing this video. It's been a long time here. I made a post last time talking to parents not to force their children into a particular class because of age or because their mates are in that class. I know you want to finish up pay, stop paying, you want them to finish so you can rest from school fees and all that. But if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Now, this quote is not just limited to Christianity, it can be applied to education as well. Okay, so I had experience in the school I was teaching. So when we want to take in new pupils, what we do is we assess the children. Okay, parents can come in. Okay, my child was in TUSU class in the previous school, so the child has to be in this particular. We don't just take them, we assess them to be sure that they can fit into this particular class. They have the mental capacity to understand what you're actually teaching them. So we assess them. So I have this particular experience. This child, is not one. Some parents, they agree, some don't. They just say no, my child has to be in this class, and you just have to keep the child there and put extra effort. Some of them, with extra effort, they pick up. But there was this particular child that there were two. They were triplets actually. One was couldn't pick up, so they had to. It was so obvious that he won't be able. I was in grade two. I was a grade two teacher, so it was obvious this guy could not. So they had to keep him nursery because it was obvious that's where he could fit in. So the two that were left, they came to my class. So after assessments, I did lots of assessment. I assessed them for grade two. They couldn't meet up. I decided to assess them with grade one questions, and so we suggested to the parents, and we're like, okay, can you just take these children one class downward, like maybe grade two, they should be in grade one so they can pick up. Okay, the parents, no. She refused. She didn't even agree. Okay, we talked, the school talked. I, as a teacher, I spoke. We did everything. She said, no, they must be in this class. She said, okay, I took up the challenge. I said, okay, let me see what I can do, because I believe I have that capacity to brush up children that are struggling. So I took my time. I gave them extra attention. The two of them, I gave them extra attention. I gave them extra time after school without being paid. I just wanted to get the best out of them. So what happened at the end of one time when we were having open day, the other one was started improving, right? She improved. And I was like, okay, I spoke to the parent. I said, this, because I was actually concerned about a particular one. I told her, okay, this one can stay in this class because I'm seeing, like, I saw that from the assessment, I could see that she was a bit better than this other one. I said, okay, this one can stay because of what I could see. She can stay, but let this one take one class. Like, she should go to the next lower class so she can pick up, because for me she should even go lower, but we said, okay, let it not look so bad. So after, when it came to open day, I told her, I brought it up again. I was practically begging her for this girl to go on, because she was not even aware of what we were doing with extra effort. This other child that I told her to leave in the class, she picked up. She was doing well. She not like well, but you could see extra effort with what I was doing with both of them. So at the end of, she refused practically. At the end of 1 year, one full academic session, this other girl has picked up. She was still struggling with spelling, reading fluently, but she was doing well in mathematics. You could see, the school could see, everybody could see. And at the end of 1 year, it was so obvious that this girl, this other one that I said could not be in the class, was not picking up at all. And what happened at the end of the day? The parents later agreed for this girl to repeat grade 2. Why? Because it was obvious she could not go to grade 3. It was so obvious she could not. Even the grade 2 she's just staying there for saying sake. And now, the people in grade 1, they met her in grade 2. Better than her. She was still the least in the class. But she has wasted 1 year. You are still going to repeat that school fees you didn't want to pay. Just imagine that you allowed her to take one step backward. And don't get me wrong, in this extra classes I was taking, I was not even taking them what we are doing in grade 2. I went back to nursery. I was not going up, I was going back to the basics. So she wasn't ready for that class at all. So at the end of the day, this child repeated grade 2, still struggling. And now the people in grade 1 that she was supposed to be with, learn with them, grow up with them, and they came to meet her. They came to meet her in the same class. She had to repeat. So, who is at losing end? Who is losing? The parent, the child. So please, if you see that your child is struggling, your child is having some academic challenges, there's nothing wrong with you taking that child one step, even 2 steps. Let the foundation be built. Let the foundation be built. Because if the foundation is in order, you will see that child can even go faster than others. So I beg you, before you say this child is this particular age, as a parent, please check, does this child have the mental capacity to be in this particular class? The school, they are not doing you anything bad by telling you this child should go, except some people will even believe the teacher does not want to put extra effort. It's not about extra effort. So please, before you say my child is this particular age and must be in this particular class, does your child have the mental capacity for that class? Please check. Do these children good. It's not about sending them to school. It's about are they getting what they are supposed to get at a particular time? Are they ready for this thing you want to give to them? So that's what I want to say. I hope you get 1 or 2 from that. Thank you for listening.